Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get them. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a very talented lad, Peter. And what I like to hear is that he pushes himself hard.
Big chance! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. France gain their reward with an early goal. Elanga. Elanga. Looking for a decent ball in. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And he's there to clear it. The ball goes in. Upamecano getting this one clear. Saliba. Chouameni played out to the left flank. Elanga. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Dembele. Saliba. Aim forwards. Dembele played into space. That'll be a throw. And it's Hernandez. Oh, it's Dembele. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Elanga. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well measured, well timed, excellent interception. Hernandez charging forward down that flank. Hernandez stood his ground. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Good work on the right flank here. That's been drilled forward. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Olise. Rabiot. Upamecano. Cherki. Koundé. Cherki. Upamecano. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Oh, good spread. He's onto it in a flash. And that's a throw. Chouameni. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Koundé cuts out the pass. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Lindelof. And he decides to cross it. Throws in his head. Now that was a full-blooded header.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Calmly anticipates. Moved on forwards. Played out to the right. Played back in. Dembele. Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saliba. Rabiot. Olise. And it's Koundé. Koundé. Koundé drives forward on the overlap. The cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Koundé, gently done. Cherki, and here's Dembele. Olise does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Isak. So what can they make of this? Sweden do love to play with a bit of width, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way, when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
Cleared away. Chouameni shifted upfield. Cherki. France making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
And here's Mbappe. Cherki. And it's played forward. Shot, surely! He scores! Two up now, and they are cruising.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
France have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Mbappe. Koundé. Lindelof does well to get it back. And the counter is on for Sweden. He's in plenty of space here. That's very neat. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Saliba, and the keeper's got it again. Upamecano, aim forwards. Rabiot. Olise. Over to the left. Koundé wins the duel this time. Elanga. Isak. And it's made its way to him. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cherki. Koundé. Rabiot. Upamecano. Upamecano forwards and with intent. Do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And it's hoisted clear. Rabiot. Chouameni. Cherki. Saliba. Dembele. Chouameni. Upamecano. Koundé. Olise. And it's Koundé. Mbappe!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
What a throw in. Lindelof is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Koundé. Olise. Goes for goal! And they win it back again. And it's Dembele. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Isak, now he's off and running. Cherki. Rabiot shifted upfield. Koundé. Saliba. Cherki. Chouameni. Spread out to the left. Dembele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dembele. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cherki. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Isak. Oh, he's found support out wide. Elanga. Hit into the middle. And that has been cleared. Mbappe. Dembele. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Lindelof, aim forwards. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Hernandez. That has been knocked clear. Moved on forwards. Lindelof. Aim forwards. The pass has gone astray. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cherki. That's really well manoeuvred. Press. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
Lindelof. Out towards the flank. Out to the left it goes. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Upamecano. Saliba, shifted upfield. Dembele, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Moved on forwards. No way through, so back it comes. So who's he picking out? And he's there to clear it. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Lofted upfield. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chouameni. Dembele. That's a cute ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's played forward. Upamecano cuts it out. Saliba forwards and with intent. Dembele, nice looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Aim forwards. Out to the right. Elanga. Oh, good spread. Isak. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Hernandez. Nicely intercepted. Goodmanson. He's in plenty of space here. That is lovely. Spread out to the left. Goodmanson. Lindelof. Over to the left. Clipped into space. Saliba can get it clear. Cherki, and it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Gets good distance on it. Upamecano have it back and can go again. Lindelof. That's really well manoeuvred. Isak. Now it's Isak. Isak played out to the left flank. And that has been cleared. Koundé. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Dembele clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Only partially clear. Lindelof shifted upfield, and that's put paid to a promising move. Chouameni. Cherki, and here's Mbappe. Oh, there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Sweden keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Moved on forwards. Mbappe. France, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Goodmanson. Sweden to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Hernandez, who's set up one goal so far. Rabiot, and it's played forward. That is a brilliant interception. Over to the left. Looking to break at pace. Goodmanson. Hernandez gets it clear. Lovely feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cross goes in there, punched away. Isak. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Could move up a gear here. It's Hernandez. Dembele looking to add to his goal. Oh, nice touch. And here's Mbappe. Alanga. That's really well manoeuvred. Chance here to counter. Caresses it through. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Saliba. Chouameni. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Okay, cross-field, changing the point of attack. Sweden have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Keeper's dealt with that. Elanga. A chance to play it in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Plenty waiting in the middle. And that's aimed into the middle. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Upamecano. Saliba, aim forwards.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Rabiot. Cherki. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And here's Olise. Goodmanson. And it's played forward. Elanga. It's a promising run he's making on the right. There are a few waiting for it. Koundé is the... And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
France have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we are back on the way. No reported change to either side during the break. Upamecano attempts a clearance. Spread out to the left. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Saliba tries to clear. And the shot! And that's off target.
Sweden are stuck in a rut, and impatient puts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Isak. Elanga. Dembele. Saliba. Hernandez. Rabiot. Upamecano. Olise. Rabiot. Dembele. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Lindelof. Elanga. Isak. Knocks it out wide. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And here's Isak.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Koundé. Chouameni forwards and with intent. And here's Mbappe. Olise played with finesse. Tries to dink it through. Cherki. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Cherki. Oh, shooting chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Moved on forwards. Chouameni. Dembele. Cherki. Dembele. Applies the finish! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Elanga. Aim forwards. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe is on his own. Elanga. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Cherki. And here's Elise. Danger averted for now. That'll be a throw-in. Played in with purpose.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Elanga. Isak is onto it in a flash. Chouameni. Rabiot gently done. And it's Koundé. Koundé tries making a foray down the right. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Elanga. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. That could... Decent chance! It's in! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Sweden give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here, much more in your face.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Elanga. Now, what's he got in mind? Well read, nice interception. Sweden.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
Aim forwards. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Cherki moved on forwards. Dembele. Olise. Olise! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Olise plays it short. Elanga succumbs to the pressure. Rabiot. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Played out wide. Olise. Koundé. And he shoots! Really well taken goal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Lindelof. Goodmanson. That's really well manoeuvred. Cherki. Olise. And it's played forward. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rabiot. Hernandez. Chouameni. Upamecano forwards and with intent. Almost an hour gone. Saliba. Upamecano. Koundé done delicately. That looks a good ball through. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Lindelof. Muscular approach does pay off here. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Isak. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's found support out wide. Great challenge, time to perfection. And he's there to get it away. In with the challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He can get that clear. That's a throw. Isak. This looks promising. Dembele. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Olise played out towards the right wing. Goes for a shot! Sweden can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Out to the left it goes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's tidy. Great defending, strong and determined. Kunde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Dembele. The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. That has been knocked clear. Chouameni shifted upfield. Hernandez. Oh, it's played into the area. Lindelof. Aim forwards. And here's Isak. Isak played through into space. Elanga. Oh, smashing header! Keeper's got his work done. Hernandez. Upamecano. Saliba, gently done. Elanga. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Hernandez. Upamecano. Moved on forwards. And it's Hernandez. Dembele. Rabiot. Kunde. Olise. And here's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lindelof, forwards and with intent. Now who's going to be first to this? He's in plenty of space here. Lindelof. Can he deliver? He's on it. Isak with a shot! And that was very necessary. And nicely intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Elanga. Nice control. Hangs one in. Rabiot. Kunde. Cherki. Upamecano. Cherki. Kunde. Olise. And it's played forward. Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Elise. Cherki. Chouameni. Hernandez. Cherki. Rabiot. Elise. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Olise! And it's Kunde. Tries to get it clear. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Cherki. Olise. Olise! Goodmanson. And the counter is on. Lindelof shifted upfield. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Out for a throw. Hangs in a cross. Saliba gets it away. And here's Isak. Played out to the right. Showing good feet. Time to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dembele wins the duel this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Lindelof, aim forwards. Proves too strong. Kunde. Saliba, gently done. Dembele, probing pass. And that has been cleared. Aim forwards. Goodmanson. Lindelof. Lindelof looking for a runner. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Isak. Moved on forwards. Mbappe. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Does really well to win the ball there. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Cleared without complication. Chouameni. Hernandez. Good take. And a chance! He's got a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And it's played forward. Saliba has played it long. Hernandez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Rabiot. Dembele. And it's Hernandez. Cherki. Elanga. And now the breakaway. That has been cut short. Cherki. Upamecano. Lindelof. Great defending, strong and determined. Rabiot. Upamecano. Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? And here's Mbappe. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rabiot. Wins the duel this time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Five minutes left on the clock. Olise. Rabiot. Cherki. It's Dembele! Keeper always had the measure of that. France making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Cleared away. And that is out of play. And that's definitely not his best. Gets it away. Chouameni. Mbappe. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Upamecano. Rabiot. Upamecano. Upamecano forwards and with intent. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Dembele. Digne. Rabiot. Gusto looks to get on the end of this. Oh, delightful ball. That's going to go a long way. Isak. Lindelof. Swings in across. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Isak! Isak! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save. That has been knocked clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Saliba makes the interception. Goodmanson. Nice interception, well timed. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now that's well seen too. Looks to the other side. Goodmanson. That's a good run down the left. And that has been clubbed away. And that's been won straight back. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Chouameni. Calmly anticipates. Played into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.